Hello everybody, it's me John, one of the hosts here on the channel, and I'm here to talk again about another animated series that I think needs a little bit more attention, and I think it's, for me, it has a lot of potential to be something really good if it was to continue, and I'm here to talk about it and share my 2 cents on it. So let's get into it and let's talk about Glitch Techs. So Glitch Techs is a series created by Eric Robles and Dan Molino. It was produced for Nickelodeon. I believe it premiered as a web series originally, and I don't know what the reason was. I don't know if they could quite get it to go to Nickelodeon style, the way they were going, the direction. And it ended up going to Netflix as a Netflix original series. There is 2 seasons currently up, about 19 episodes. Now, Glitch Techs, the premise or synopsis, if you will, of this series is basically around 2 young teens, Miko and Hector, aka High Five. What's interesting, and what I love about this series most of all, is that it is revolving around video games. It's revolving around futuristic video games such as VR and basically being in that environment sort of video games, but it also kind of celebrates retro gaming. It has really nice kind of nods to older games, as well as all sorts of different games, platformers, shooters, sci-fi, whatever it is within the video game plethora. It really does try to celebrate, and it really does kind of celebrate that kind of thing and different parts of it. But not just that, it also seems to celebrate other things of pop culture, such as movies and music and everything. It really isn't just about, even though it is specifically targeting gamers, but and the premise of this series is mostly around video games. But yet I noticed while watching this, there's like also Five Nights at Freddy's, which obviously started off as an independent video game series. So there's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference in there. There's all sorts of like horror films, like things of that nature, and of course video games. But what I like about this series as well is the setting about it being, obviously, it's not the only series out there that revolves around video games. There's plenty of them. But I feel what I love about this series is it gives like an essence of, I don't know, it's just so good. Like it's well written. The characters are really good. I love Miko, and I think they're both, I think Hector, High Five, and Miko, I think they work off each other so well. And the fact is that they are both massive video game fans, love video games, and they end up going on these adventures and basically having to, basically the whole idea of it called Glitch Tech, or Glitch Techs, is because of like when a video game glitches, it's like a gremlin within the video game. It's like a virus within the code of the video game. And High Five and Hector, Hector, aka High Five, and Miko, they basically end up kind of working for this organization where they are able to infiltrate and able to kind of exercise, if you will, the thing that is causing the problem with the glitch. And all things, once they've eradicated the problem, the video game then goes back to normal or whatever it is. So yeah, so that's kind of the premise of it. It basically just runs around that principle of them basically having to go and fight these little 8-bit or these really awesome different characters from video games and all these like glitches and everything. The characters are really well developed, and it's a shame that the way it's going is that there is meant to be a possibility of a season 3. We're going back to 2019, and the question's been asked whether it's been cancelled after season 2. There has been no further really of information as of 2019, 2020 about what's going on with this. I have heard that apparently it could be heading its way to possibly Paramount Plus, but again, that's speculation. I would like to see the series get more, get at least one more season or a couple of more seasons, because it's got promising potential to be something more than it is. They haven't fully told the story the way that it ended on season two. The thing is, as well, as I don't think many people know of this series because it wasn't properly promoted. This isn't the only series that wasn't properly promoted by Netflix. It didn't get like advertisements. It didn't get anything outside, and I just stumbled upon Glitch Text by complete coincidence. I was literally just looking through the library, and I was like, Glitch Text, what's this about? And it wasn't something I was gonna really watch. But I watched episode one and I was hooked. I just blitzed all of season one. Because at the time there was only on one season. And I just blitzed season one pretty much within one night, one evening. I just blitzed the whole thing. And I just loved the characters so well. It's a great little comedy. It's got everything that you could really want. It's celebrating video games and the way technology is going with video games, and the way video games works when it comes to competitiveness as well, with like e-gaming and all that kind of jazz. And it goes down all these different avenues, but still it has really good integrity. It has really good character development. The voice cast is phenomenal on it. They really do work. They really do very well with embodying those characters. The world is goofy. The characters are goofy, but in a very likable way. It's so well blended. You've got great comedy value. You've got good action sequences. You've got seriousness. You've got kind of like believing in yourself sort of thing within there. Believing in yourself, if you believe in something, you go for it full force sort of thing. There's a really good message in there on a lot of different things. And the fact that there's only 19 episodes currently released for this series, and it's very unlikely we're going to get a third season or continuation of some degree. It likely probably won't be with Netflix, and I probably don't think it'll be with Nickelodeon, even though Nickelodeon are kind of the parent title for the series. But I don't know what's going to happen going forward with it. I really love it. And I've not really seen much conversation going around, and it has gone really quiet. Because the thing is, as well, what's concerning is around about when COVID happened and the shutdown, which was like shortly after season two came out, or just the year before previous. So about 2020, 21 was when things went wrong, and a lot of production for stuff was put on hold. There's kind of, if you look up Glitch Text and look up whether there's going to be a third season or not, you're getting a lot of stuff. I know you've got to be very careful with the way the internet works, but especially Google. But according to what I can find out, is this series is pretty much dead in the water at the moment. Even though one of the creators has said that it hasn't been cancelled as of back, like I said, 2019, 2020. It hasn't been cancelled per se. It's like apparently some of the people that produced the first two seasons have been laid off at Nickelodeon. I think it's through Nickelodeon's side more than anything. There's been some layoffs apparently. And it looking like you're finding it a new home, a new platform, probably no longer going to be Netflix. It's probably going to be, because Netflix have pretty much moved on from Glitch Text. And yeah, it's a crying shame that the series has never been properly finished. I think it's criminal, because the thing is, Netflix have produced some really interesting stuff, and this isn't the only series that has not yet been completed story-wise. That really does need another, more than at least another season. But that's a story for another day, because I have got another video that I would like to talk about involving in yet again another Netflix animated series, that I think it needs at least one more season, but we shall see. I don't know, but that's going to be another subject matter for yet another video from me on the channel. But what are your thoughts on Glitch Text, if you've seen it, if you've watched it? I have suggested this to my fellow co-host Sam. I don't know if he's gotten around to watching it yet. He's a big video game fan. He loves his PC gaming and all that kind of jazz, and I think this will be down his avenue because of its celebrating. It's all around. It revolves around the concept of video games, and I think it will be down well within his ballpark when it comes to that. Because, and I think that's the thing as well, is video games is incredibly popular with young people as well as in between and my age and older. In some cases. So I'm surprised that this hasn't taken off, and it hasn't been as popular, and it hasn't been more popular than it is. I know it does have it does have a fan base still. It does have a following. People want to see it continue, including myself. And I think it's a crying shame that it's never really had its proper conclusion. It's not had its proper go out, because, you know, it's a great series, and it really deserves more than it has at the moment. It really does deserve it. It's just so cool. Really great character development. It's got everything you really want from an animated series. The animation is really good as well. The characters are likable. The voice acting talent are fantastic on it. And it's just a really interesting world and a really interesting perspective. And the fact is that they work for this company and they're able to put on these like avatars. They have these gauntlets which are really high tech, and they basically go hunting down the glitches and errors and things that happen when it comes to the video games. And it's a very interesting idea to kind of put a face on it, or embody something that is a glitch. I mean, a glitch in a video game is something that it's an unfinalized, or it's a glitch. It's a problem within the code of the video game. And the fact that they went to town and created a series around glitches within video games is something pretty interesting, and I've never really seen anything quite like it before. It feels to me quite fresh in that regard. But yeah, that's the video today. It's a relatively short one, but I wanted to do a video talking about Glitch Text because I've not really seen much conversation around it, and I would love to see it continue. And I'm interested to see what other people think about it. Please let me know. Also, before I finish, I just want to clarify, or just kind of mention, that we are now over 200 subscribers now on the channel, which is absolutely fantastic. I've been keeping an eye on things behind the scenes, and I've noticed we are just over 200 subscribers. So I just want to say a huge thank you on behalf of myself and my fellow co-hosts Sam and Lawrence for for the continued support on the channel. We are growing, even though we haven't really uploaded anything for a while, because we're kind of waiting to see what's going on with MLP. Even though I am wanting to make some videos in regards, or at least continue talking about G5 to some degree, because obviously the web series, the YouTube web series, is currently still happening. A second season's, I think, still happening, or it's finished, I don't know. But I've noticed on Netflix, season 2 of Tell Your Tale has gone up on Netflix, or at least maybe half of it is. So I'm going to have to get caught up with Tell Your Tale, and I would like to do some videos in regards to Tell Your Tale. So keep your eyes peeled, because I will be talking about Tell Your Tale at some point. But yeah, but until then, we'll be talking about other stuff as well, just so you got something to enjoy. But I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy our future stuff when we come together. I would like to do a live stream soon as well, kind of just get everybody together for a live stream as well at some point. But thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you have watched Glitch Techs, what are your thoughts on it? Would you like to see it continue? Do you think it'll continue, or do you think it's a dead in the water series that unfortunately has been lost and likely will never continue? But I'm up. I mean, I never say never when it comes to animated stuff anymore. I never say never. There's been some very surprising turnarounds for animated stuff within the past 5 years, I'd say. Probably, yeah, I'd say about 5 years. Stuff that's been long dead, or kind of long finished, and all of a sudden there's some kind of a revival happening or continuation out of nowhere. So I never say never in the realms of animation anymore, thanks to like things like Netflix and Paramount Plus and Prime Video and that. So we'll wait and see, but I would love to see it continue. I'd love to see a third season. I would just love to see this story get its proper conclusion that I think it truly it deserves. The story, that world, Glitch Techs deserves to continue, and it deserves to have its full run story arc continued and or concluded, properly. But we shall wait and see. But thank you for watching. More videos coming very soon. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and see you soon.